Assalamu alaikum and hello my young learners. Today I have decided to come up with a new video and yours this avid reader picked a topic from grammar, that is tenses. I know most of the young learners get very scared when they hear a term tenses. Maybe they are not clear with the rules or they are confused about the implementation. But today in this lesson I'll make you to clear about the tenses. In this slide, you can see that tenses has three major subparts, that is present, past and future. But before going ahead, you must know that what does tenses mean? Tenses play a very crucial role in English language. Why? Because it demonstrates time of an action. It does mean tenses tell us about the timings of our activities. As I told you, tenses have three other parts, that is present, past and future. And in present, we have four subparts: present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. And in today's lesson, I'm going to cover up only simple present or present indefinite tense. In the coming up slide, you can see that present indefinite's other name is simple present tense. Like you can call it simple present tense. There must be certain uses of present indefinite tense or present simple tense. You must know that in Urdu, it does have certain other pehchan. Like for present, we use hai or who, and for indefinite we have ta, te, ti. For example, मैं सुबह सवेरे उठती हूँ, मैं वुज़ू बनाती हूँ, मैं रोज़ाना स्कूल जाती हूँ. In these three examples, you can see that उठती हूँ, बनाती हूँ, जाती हूँ, all these are habitual or all these are habitual or routine works. But obviously, the native speakers didn't know the Urdu rules. They have their own uses, they have their own rules. So, simple present tense or present indefinite tense can be used for habitual or eternally true actions or for universal truth. So, in a nutshell, you can say that present indefinite tense is also known as simple present tense and it denotes a habitual or eternally true actions. Generally, simple present tense is used to indicate an action which happens always or regularly, every day, daily or normally, generally, usually, occasionally, sometimes, often, rarely, frequently. Even nowadays, naturally, seldom, constantly, or all the time. Obviously, for routine life or for habitual work, it does mean the action is happened all the time, or sometimes, or every day, or daily, or normally, or generally, or every week, or every year, or once a year on a week at a time, at present. So, present indefinite is the tense that can be used in our daily routine life. For this tense, we have two formulas, that is subject, helping verb do and does, main verb and object. And the second formula is subject, main verb and object. You have two helping verbs, do and does, and you must be very clear about its use, when to use it. Like with I, we, you, they, you will use do, and with he, she, it, you will use does. And if you will not use the helping verb, then you will have to be very careful about the subject and verb agreement. I'm here giving you two bonus tips. Like you can use do and does with positive sentences. For example, if I say that I like you, it does mean it is simply just a positive statement that I like you. But if I say you, I do like you, it does mean because of this do, because of this helping verb in the positive sentence, I'm stressing upon like. So it does mean in every condition I do like you. If you are good or bad, if you are hypered or if you are ill mannered, still I do like you. So it does mean if you will use Formula 1, I do like you, so you will have to stress upon the main verb. And if you will not use the helping verb do, like I like you, it does mean you are just giving us a simple statement. You must know about it. And the second bonus tips is about the subject verb agreement. You must know that in present indefinite tense, if your subject is singular, your verb must be singular, and if your subject is plural, your verb must be plural. But there is a twist. If you add s or es with noun with a naming word, it will be considered plural. But this case is not the same with verb, because if you will add s or es with any verb, then it will be considered singular, as you can easily see this in this slide. For example, with mango I added es, so it becomes mangoes. So mangoes are plural. But when I add s with eat, it becomes singular. Like I eat mangoes. I is singular, so eat is singular. And when I say that she, so she eats mangoes. She is singular and eats is singular. And in the same case, if I say that we, so we eat mangoes. We is plural and eat is here plural. Okay? I'm here not only to make you understand present indefinite tense or simple present tense, but I want you all to make you to use this tense in your routine life. For example, have you ever thought when we meet strangers or people or our friends after a long time, and after starting conversation, did you observe that after some time they start to ask about our routine life, that like for example, what do you do daily, or let me know something about your routine life. So obviously, if you will know, if you will come up, if you will have to cover up the present tense, the simple present tense, then you will be in position to answer her or his every single question. So obviously, if your friend asks you, what do you do daily? Or let me know about your habitual work or your routine life. So you can say that I wake up early in the morning. This is your simple present structure. I is subject, wake up is your main verb, and the rest of the part is your object. So I wake up early in the morning, or you can use alternative words. I get up early in the morning. Other alternative words can be I rise and shine early in the morning. So through this session, through this lesson, you can also enhance, you can also increase your vocabulary. Then you can say further that I make ablution, or I go to washroom for getting myself fresh, or I go to washroom to wash my face. Like you can add as much sentences as you want. Then you can add up like I offer morning prayer daily, as it is my habit to offer morning prayer. Then if you recite Holy Quran, you can add up that then I recite some verses from the Holy Quran. So all these sentences are taken from your habitual, are taken from your routine life. So if you will know the structure of simple present tense, then it will be easy to you to answer about your routine life. So you have to make practice. Sometimes your friends are mostly take interest about your school's routine life. For example, someone can ask you about school's routine life, so what will you say? For example, you can say that I go to school daily, I take classes, I play with friends in recess or break time, I take lunch there in my school in cafeteria, or I daily discuss my regular classes or my subjects with my class fellows too. Or you can say that I learn my lectures or I learn my tests regularly. Okay. You can also add some other sentences in answering her or his query, that I participate in class activities regularly, or I complete my homework in time, I behave humbly there in school, I help my class fellows, I help my other peers. Peers can also be used for your class fellows. I help my classmates. Like for classmates, for class fellows, for peers, you can use many words. As in the very first slides, you came up with the idea that we use this tense with three other things. Like for habitual works, you do also you use also this tense. For example, if someone asks you about your habitual works, so you can say that yes, um, I read newspaper daily. If you have a class fellow, or if you have a boy or a girl or any your class fellow that makes noise in the classroom, and if you want to tell about her or about his such attitude to your teacher, so you can say that ma'am, this boy or this girl always makes noises in the classroom. Or you can say something about your classmate that ma'am, she makes always lame excuses. And if you admit your faults, so you can say that ma'am, I admit my fault, that I do this thing, but she makes lame excuses daily. This simple present tense will help you in saying something about the universal truth. Here in this slide, you have the formula that you will use subject, helping verb, main verb, and object, or you can use this formula second, subject, main verb, and object. For example, in this slide, you can see three examples like the earth revolves around the sun. It is a universal truth. Everywhere you will observe this thing that the earth revolves around the sun. The moon revolves around the earth. The sun rises in the east. We kill animals because we have to get flesh from them. Or the other universal truths can be one's shadow never leaves him, or it accompanies the person always. It is also a universal fact. Or 2 and 2 make 4. So these are the certain examples that I took for you from simple present tense. Like for if someone asks you about the other person, for example, where your brother goes daily, so you can say that he goes for a walk daily, or he goes to the school daily. Okay. Someone can ask you, do you buy new stuff, or do you buy shoes and dresses for Eid? So obviously, if you will know the structure of simple present tense, obviously you will be in position to answer him or her question. Yes, I do buy new shoes and new dresses and other accessories for my Eid. I hope from this lecture you got an idea how to use present indefinite tense in your conversation or in your routine life's conversation, or it will help you in your speaking skills to improve. It will inshallah improve your speaking skills. You must have to use this sentence structure in your routine life. If you will practice daily for 15 minutes, make sure, and I'm making you sure, that inshallah you will be very fluent in English. For example, if I ask any of you that please bache let me know about your routine life, so you can say that ma'am, I daily wake up early in the morning, or I rise and shine early in the morning, then I go for ablution, and I offer my prayer, and then I go downstairs to recite some verses from the Holy Quran, then I make myself be ready for my school, I do take lunch, I do take breakfast, I wait for my bus, I go to school, I learn there a lot of things, I as I have many friends, so I talk to them, I make gupshup with them, then I come back to school, I take some rest, I do my homework, I learn my all tests, and I help my mom even in kitchen. So you, even in every single routine work, in your habitual work, you can use this simple present tense structure. It is very easy, very easy. I gave you an example. I like you and I do like you. She likes me and she does like me. He eats mangoes or he does eat mangoes. Okay, then I gave you an example. What's the difference between these two structures? For example, if you will use that I like you, it does mean simply it is just a simple statement that I like you. But if I say that I do like you, it does mean I'm stressing upon like. In every situation, in every worse condition, I do like you. For example, if I say that she eats mangoes, it does mean she it is just a simple statement that, oh, okay, she eats mangoes. But if I say that she does eat mangoes, she does eat mangoes, it does mean I'm here stressing upon mango eating. Okay, it does mean she does only eat mangoes, other fruit cannot be taken by her. Okay, so these were certain uses. I hope that you learn all them. As I told you that many young learners get scared of the term tenses. Maybe they are not clear with the rules, or they are confused about the implementation, where to implement this rule. So I told you about the implementation. I made you to learn the rules. I made you to learn the uses, and I made you to use the structure when and where. So I hope that you will practice it in your routine life, in your daily conversation with your siblings, with your peers, or even you can talk in front of a mirror for making yourself very fluent. It is the end of the session. I'm sure and I expect that you will practice it. Till next lesson. Allah Hafiz, tata, bye bye.